It's very nice that Hot Wheels released a Volkswagen 5-pack. Yeah, first time ever they've had a Volkswagen 5-pack. The only thing, if you didn't catch it, the custom Volkswagen Beetle has a casting change, but did you know it's not the first time it's been changed? It's not the first time that a 5-pack has had changes. I did a video called Our 5-Packs Collectible, and I talk about this change right there. As far as these license packs, I think those are in there as well. You know, do you have the Ferrari I shouldn't say the Ferrari. There's been quite a few. Not anymore. No more Ferraris. But I think I show the Ferrari 5-pack, Porsche, Camaro, Corvette, Ford 5-pack. I don't remember which ones I showed in that video. Okay, Porsche. Are you happy? Porsche, whatever you want to say. Now, as a collector, it's interesting to note the casting change. You see the tailpipe? Well, this one doesn't have a tailpipe. I'll be opening them up in a second. But what's interesting to follow along, there's production codes on the packages so we know the week that Mattel made them. I have packages with the old style with the tailpipe that have H50 codes. That means it was produced in the 50th week of 2015, last year. And they continued into 2016 with J05. Adam Tassif, he's got a pack J08, and it doesn't have the engine sticking out the back. So if you find one of those first ones, it's kind of nice to get the first variation. On the back, it has the model names, and it looks like they released this pack in honor of the 40th anniversary celebration. I got a close-up of the logo for you. Real nice pack. I'm going to give me a few. And as you notice, I have a whole lot of other Volkswagens from the Hot Wheels lineup. Maybe if they make a Volkswagen 2 5-pack, maybe they'll use one of these models. You can comment which one you'd like to see in the sequel pack if they make it. And if you also notice, I have some cuts. Cut my finger. You can check my Facebook page. I was opening a box. You can check my personal Facebook page for that. And you're probably going to notice I got scratches, I should say, on the back of my hand. This one, I was wrestling with one of my cats. He did that. And then this one here, it looks like a cross. And then this one here, the other cat, we're doing electrical work on the house. Climbed up in the attic and tried to get her down. And when I got her down, she was afraid. And so she scratched because she didn't want to come down. So anyways, I'm okay. Well, I just noticed another bummer. I forgot to turn on my recorder. So I'm not just going to use the audio from the camera. Sorry about that. I don't want to back all the way up. Filmed so much already. Anyways, here's the old version and here's the new version. And this is what they changed. In the back, you had a metal tailpipe, which was part of the metal base. And there on the base, you can see H51 for the production code. They changed it. Now it has a dual exhaust. And the base is plastic. This one has a interesting, J08 production code on the base. But the package actually said J09. Ah, very interesting. This actually came from a J09 package. Anyways, so, you know, I thought this was kind of fun, right? It looks like it's off-road vehicle. You got those wheels. It's okay. You know, I don't collect too many open wheelers. But it looks like a dirt Volkswagen that you're going to take out to the desert. Be a lot of fun. Maybe get a little dusty on top, but hey, that's what you're out there for. Now you take that same vehicle and then you put a luggage rack on top. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's nice to have something different, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So they changed the base from a metal to a plastic. Got rid of the single exhaust. They added a luggage rack on top. By the way, is this, there's a little thing right here. I assume this is for the gas tank because it goes in right here. It looks like a gas tank to me. Let me know for sure, okay? Pretty sure that's where you put your gas in. But as I said, there was already a casting change with this model before. As a matter of fact, it was never a new model or first edition. It came from the Ultra Hots lineup. Very, very nice car. I don't have it. I had to borrow the pic so you can see. And that opening feature was kept on the model when it was brought into the basic lineup. Pretty neat to get an opening feature, but that didn't last for long because they got rid of that as well. Here is that same car, and right in the middle of the production run, they went to a closed engine, so it is no longer able to be opened up. And here is one in the package, just so you can see. It has the, it's kind of hard to see through the blister. There's a line, you can see it. It did have that opening feature, so if you'd like to add one, if you're a VW collector, probably going to want to find one that has this feature. After that, they've kept it closed for quite a while, so you can find some other color variations of the Custom Beetle. What do they call it? Custom Volkswagen Beetle. They change it sometimes. Volkswagen Custom Beetle, Custom Volkswagen Beetle. You know what I mean. Personally, I like the race team samples. Here you have the Volkswagen Golf GTI. Really nice car. I don't have a whole lot of samples of this model, and I do not see any changes in this casting. I do have a couple samples. Here is the 2007 new model. Here we can see it better here. Here is when it was introduced into the basics, the 2007 new model. And here's another color sample as well. Let's see, let me go ahead and compare this with this one. It's kind of hard to see the blue, but in looking at it, I don't notice any changes. Seems like it's consistent with how it's been released before. Kool Kombi. Oh yeah, this is the one that probably everybody's buying the 5-pack for. Kool Kombi has been a fan favorite casting since it was introduced in 2013. Looks the same, haven't noticed any differences. It's been a super treasure hunt. It's had all sorts of special releases. As a matter of fact, it even got a convention release. I'll have to show you that when I move it. But this model here, yeah, definitely there's the first edition or new model when it was first introduced. Got some nice tampos on that one. Got it on the front, got it on the sides. This one just got the sides, but that didn't stop people from buying the 5-pack. It also didn't stop people from buying the 5-pack and selling this individually on eBay. As I showed you, it was a new model in 2013, the green version right here, and it also had an orange version in the 2013 introduction. I don't know, there you go. For those of you internationally, if you didn't know what it said on the back of the package, there's a glimpse. Then I have another one right here, 2015. It had a 2015 release as well. Probably got this one. This was a nice deco job with like the fake wood paneling on the side. They did the same thing for the convention version last year in the LA convention in 2015. This is a nice premium piece to add to your collection. Fairly limited. Only 2,000 pieces. Here's where we had another casting change in this 5-pack. Here is the original version, but then when they retooled the Custom Beetle, they also retooled the Volkswagen Type 181. You can see it now has a plastic bumper. Before it was the all metal bumper, metal body, all the way around to the back, and then the metal bumper continued right here. Well, now they changed it to where the plastic base is part of the bumper. So they took away this metal part, and then they took away this. I don't know. This one's not so bad. I guess it's all right. But after a while, it starts looking like a skeleton once you just kind of start scraping. Next thing you know, they'll change this, and then they'll make this grill right here part of the base. But you know, they're a company. It's up to them to do what they want. Now that one was introduced in 2009. Oh, but before I forget, it does have a cool feature. It does have a removable sunroof. So if you want to go out there and cruise and enjoy the day. It was a 2009 new model, and here is one. I don't know how many colors, if it had more than one colors in 2009. And there you can see it had the metal part right there. There's the stuff on the back if you'd like. It had a faster than ever version as well. Well, faster than ever 2. Not my favorite type of wheels, but nonetheless, that's up to you if you'd like to hunt that one down. Last but not least, the Volkswagen Beetle. Actually, it was a 2012 Volkswagen Beetle. I'll show you that in a second. I don't notice anything different between the two. Looks like, no, I don't see anything changed. Looks like they kept the same thing. I said it was a 2012 new model. Here is a sample of the 2012 new model. Looks the same, bumpers. Oh, you know what's cool about this model? Is it has side view mirrors. There's not a whole lot of Hot Wheels models that have side view mirrors. So that's kind of a neat thing that this one has. And you know, we haven't seen this one in a while. hardly at all do we get a chance does this get used. Kind of nice to see it come back. That's another reason to like these type of licensed 5-packs coming back into the lineup. Because sometimes when you go hunting to the pegs, it's just a bunch of fantasy models. So you know what? Buy a 5-pack, and if you find it, you buy a 5-pack and you get yourself 5 licensed models. There you go, 2012 new model. That's where it was introduced. There's a look at the back. Now let's go ahead. I told you I'm going to show you some more Volkswagen items that Mattel has released. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a 2017 sequel to this 5-pack. Coming up next, I'll show you Volkswagen models that are very, very unlikely to appear in a 5-pack. This is the VW bus or VW drag bus. Yeah, it showed up in a regular single pack when it was a 1996 first edition. But that was the only time. After that, they used it for promos and mail-ins, convention pieces and stuff like that. It's a really nice model. Here is one. It opens up as an opening hinge, I should say right here. It's just a little plastic hinge. You have to be careful because it can break really easy. This one right here was a mail-in offer through a company, and it was for like Penske. They do oil changes. And so you had to purchase a certificate. My recollection, you had to purchase a $20 gift certificate, and then you got this this vehicle here. See, they used it in the Since 68. We were lucky to get it in just this package here was only a few dollars. So we were pretty lucky to get a sample of the VW bus for only a few dollars, because most of the time, you know, they're kind of expensive to acquire. This is a very nice rare one right here. 2003 Hall of Fame VW bus. It was a convention. They made a special thing to where we went to the Peterson convention, and this was a very limited model right here. I think to 1300. Yeah, that's pretty limited. 1300 as far as that diecast goes. Super limited piece. As far as the graphics, well, you know, you got the nice twin mill on the back. I'm not sure what that is. But here you have the Diora. That's a classic vehicle for Hot Wheels. And if they are going to put a VW bus in the 5-pack, we'd be lucky if they put the plastic version that they use for the color shifters. Plastic body, metal base. I guarantee you, if they use this, people would still buy the 5-pack just to get this. You can't even find this one hanging on the pegs. I don't even think I found it myself. I think I had to buy it secondhand. We get some VW buses in the pop culture lineup. This was in the Grateful Dead pop culture. I'll give you a link to see the rest of the series. This one was a fantastic series. Here's another model that was in this set. This is not actually the VW bus. This is the Volkswagen T1 Panel Bus. And you can tell it's a panel bus. It's not a drag bus. It doesn't have the wing in the back. But this was a real nice one to have in the pop culture. You know, I'm not a big Grateful Dead fan, but this set was fantastic. It also had the VW drag truck, also with the moving part right here. Excellent model, but this never in the basics. Maybe you've seen this one. It looks like it's on a regular card, but it was like a mail-in. It was not something that we found just walk into a store. I think it was a Toys R Us mail-in or something. When it was first released, you see it had skinny wheels, and you'll see this triangle base. Now they changed the base, and it's not triangle anymore. Now they made it square so that can put regular wheels on there. That was a good idea because people like rubber tires on their collectibles. Here's a similar model, the VW drag truck, not drag bus. It was in the classics. This one's a nice Spectra Flame color. And this one here was Phil's Garage. Remember Larry's Garage, Phil's Garage? And then there was another, Wayne. I think Wayne was the third one. This was kind of simple, but sometimes simple is classy. The 65 Volkswagen Fastback. This was a 2008 new model. Very limited in the basics. Mattel said that they were only going to put a few, not a few. They said it was going to be limited. And yeah, it was really hard to find. I think I only found a couple. And then to get extras, I had to buy them secondhand. 2008 new model, and that'll probably be the last time we see it in the basics. I very much doubt that they're going to put it in a 5-pack, but that would be awesome. It has an opening feature. I'll show you that in a second because I got one right there. Here's another couple samples. You can see the rubber band. That's to keep this from, it's like a funny car, sort of. And so this way they take this casting, metal base, metal body, put it in a Kool Classic, and then they can get $3 or $4 for it. Same with this Decades piece right here. This one was okay for the color. It was okay. I don't think people find this one very popular. I don't see much interest in this one for the secondhand market. But here's that first edition that I talked about, and it had like a opening feature. Same thing like the drag bus. It's hinged in the front, and then you can open it up and check it out on the inside like that. We're not going to get that in a 5-pack either, but you can hope for it. Kool Classics had the Volkswagen Drag Beetle. Same thing. Funny car. It opens up in the front part. This is more like a funny car because it opens up right here. I'm going to keep this one in the package because I don't have any loose yet. I'm going to hang on to this one. But it pops open like this. It's a funny car. It was part of the Kool Classics line. If they put this one in the 5-pack, they probably not make it a funny car anymore, and they probably make it a plastic base. But why not? The Hot Wheels Hot Ones line had a couple color samples of the Son of Gun. I'll let you see the name right there, Son of Gun. It is a VW casting, even though it doesn't say Volkswagen. It has a Volkswagen logo right there on the grill. And on the back it does give copyright attributes to Volkswagen. This one has another moving feature. You got the bikes in the back. But this is another Hot Wheels model that has a moving feature. That the top pops up. Car guys know that. Hippies know that too. I think this pops up. There you go. Got a little camper. Get to cool off on the hot summer night. Once again, Hot Ones, and then the Flying Customs. They got hair splitter. And even though it doesn't say Volkswagen, that is the VW Rabbit. That's what I'm told. And on the back, see, it even has a VW Tampo right there. So they call it hair splitter, but it is a Volkswagen casting. And it's been gone for a couple of years. These were from a couple of years ago. So I don't know, maybe they still have it in the tool bank. This would be nice to have. And they probably seal it. For a 5-pack though, they would probably seal the engine and plastic base. But hey, I think this would be kind of nice to be in a 5-pack. Before I forget, got this one way back here. This was 100% Hot Wheels. And it says VW Bus on the package, but it's actually the micro bus. It was supposed to be the VW Bus. It was supposed to be this model right here. Not this color, but this model. But some stuff happened in Mattel. They pulled it out of the lineup, and they put the micro bus in instead. By the way, downhill racing with VW drag buses? Sure, why not? I even did a video with the track set that had 2 VW drag buses. You can check that out if you'd like. And you don't have to check it out right now. Later on in the video, all you got to do is tap your screen, and you can check the icon, and you can check those videos out later on. You don't have to do it right now. But here is this right here. There's 4 models that were in this VW. I have the Beetle Cup for you today. VW Beetle, yes. Baja Beetle, VW Bus. Yeah, good. So you'll get to see all 4 castings, but I didn't have a sample of all of the 100%. But this is also one, I believe this one opens up as well. Oh, the top opens. So this front part is just, the white part is just seated there. And then in the back you can see the hinge. So this top part right here, it just pops open. Okay, wait. I'm going to save it, but what's the point? You're making a video. People want to see. Let's see. There you go. What's inside? Yeah, whole bunch of engines inside, that's for sure. Got yourself a separate steering wheel. And the 100% line, that's what the 100% was for. These things had multi-pieces, right? They weren't just a couple pieces put together. So you have all these separate pieces right here. It's kind of expensive for them to do, and it survived for a couple of years, but that was about it. There you go. Microbus. You seen one of those before? Now let's get to the ones that are more than likely going to be in the lineup. Volkswagen Beetle. We got Herbie the Lovebug. He was in the lineup for a year or 2 ago. What year? 2014 he was in the lineup. So the casting's probably still around, but to be honest with you, they usually reserve this casting for special releases. Adult collectibles like the Boulevard. Here you have the Volkswagen Beetle. This one looks fantastic. Love these wheels on this model right here. You're not going to stick it through the booster, so you don't care if the wheels stick out like that. It just looks mean. This is an excellent release right here. Here's an old release from the 90s. Pearl Driver Series VW Bug. Nice pearlescent pink. Here's a couple that were released in the upper lines. This one was probably 10 years ago. Here you have the classics. Has nice Spectra Flame paint. Red stripe wheels, VW logo. Metal body, metal base. Let's see if I can see the date real quick. 2004 down here. The classic line was a fantastic lineup. One of the most successful in modern time. It enjoyed a several-year run. And here's a Hot Wheels release. Pretty crazy graphics on it. But, you know, so the Volkswagen, the VW Bug is very likely to be still in the tool bank. This one is a very good candidate to be in a sequel. I just realized I didn't get a carded sample of the Beetle Cup. I thought I had one. But anyways, here's the VW Beetle Cup. This one actually came from a Flag Flyers 5-pack. Flag Flyers 5-pack. And I did a video review on that as well. This one representing Germany, of course. I'm sure most of you know the Japanese car that was in this set, so you'll probably want to check out that video. I'm sure you will. This was also a pop-off. I don't know if they release this, if it's going to have the pop-off feature again, or still. There you go. You can pop off the body. There you go. A little roll cage. And you just set it back together. Put the front in. There you go. Volkswagen Beetle Cup. Here's a classics version of the VW Convertible. I've shown a sample of this before in the Mystery series. Had the Convertible with 2 different variations. Once again, the classic series. Fantastic Spectra Flame type paint. Just beautiful. It just shines. What were some of the others? If you want to pause that, there's a lot of trucks that you're going to want to get. I already showed you this one actually, VW drag truck. The Volkswagen Brasilia, yeah, that one, we know that one is still in the tool bank because they released it in the holiday line. I think it was 2015 holiday line. There were the 6 cars in the lineup. Here was the holiday decoration. Looking good. It was popular for people to pick it up. And here was one of the first colors. I don't remember if it had more than one color or not. 2011 new model. So it is a newer casting that is quite likely to appear in a sequel 5-pack if they do one. This Volkswagen Beetle, pretty wild. Look at that engine. Big old engine on it. I don't know when it was introduced. I didn't get, for some reason, I forgot to get the new model for you to see. I don't know what color was first. I have no idea. But this one's interesting because you see the metal engine. Yeah, partway through the lineup, they decided to make it a plastic engine. So this part is plastic right here. But you can find other versions of this with the metal engine. Matter of fact, look, Kool Classics. It appeared with that metal engine. Here's another basic sample that had an all-metal engine. It has a plastic base, but metal body, metal engine. And then in the color shifters line, here you have a sample. This one is metal base, but it's plastic body because it has a color shifting paint. Metal base, metal engine, and look, it's got that metal engine in the back. So if they're doing it like this, I don't know why they did this one like this. Hopefully they bring it back like that with the all metal engine. New for 2015, the Volkswagen Caddy. We've already had quite a few samples of this color. This one's very likely to be still in the lineup, and I think highly likely for it to appear in the 5-pack. Here we have the Custom 69 Volkswagen Squareback, one of the art cars for 2016. Got the W on the roof. Here I have a USA package, so for you guys, you get to see nothing anymore on the back for us either in the USA. This will be nice in a sequel 5-pack. Here we have the Volkswagen SP2. Once again, I have no idea. I know I have quite a few of this new model, but some of my organization is not as good as it should be. This would be fantastic to have in a 5-pack as well. Dealer's Choice, one of my favorite versions of the Baja Bug. I think this was a 1998 series. 1997. There you go, nice track set right there. Silhouette 2, Street Beast, Baja Bug 63. Street Beast, that one wound up a final run. But all of them had like a playing card on them. Love this series, and this is definitely one of my favorite. This is my favorite of that series, and one of my favorite Baja Bugs. Or maybe you want to get a hold of this one right here. Uno, yeah, fun game. I did a video on this too. Came out of a 4-pack if you'd like to check that out. Anyways, if you want, put a couple suggestions down below of what models, what VW models you'd like to see in a sequel if they happen to do one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.